And actually, what we'll do here is we will have a pipe balancer with a priority input from there. I should be able to get all of that up and running. No. And if that all goes together correctly, then it will... The flywheel will carry us over for a little bit. It'll run out of charge fast enough, but we should be able to get the whole system back up and running again. There we go. Now, you need to be very much emptied as a very, very high priority. Let's get that going. Cool. Keep full. Okay. Now the big problem is going to be when I need to replace this entire thing. So I'm going to have to make sure I've got a hell of a lot of materials stocked by for this. But once that happens, I should be able to just dunk and replace the whole thing. There will be an interruption in power. Hello, Aavak. Hello, Lady Sheelap. Hello, chat. 9 months already. Is the Twitch baby still a thing? It can be if you'd like. Sure. Hello, Xantophile. Thank you very much for the 9 months, buddy. Oh, this shrink is shockingly strong. Oh. My lord. Okay. Now, there are things I wanted to do over here. Namely, I want to replace this. Currently, they're always dumping the same thing in there. This can use either wheat or potatoes to make chicken feed. That's fine. I'm fairly certain we're going to be able to use corn for that as well. I'm going to assume that corn will also come out on that same belt, so it should potentially work. Now, what I could do is have a U-shaped balancer dump things into various storages before it's moved on into this. This makes... Corn produces more animal feed than goes in. Potato does not. Wheat does not. Wheat is the least efficient of the three. But I want to be able to rotate crops. That's kind of important. So, more than likely, I'm going to just switch over from using wheat and potato to using potato and corn for the sake of making the chicken feed. Or the animal feed, rather. Canola. Oh, wow. Soybeans produce crazy good animal feed. All right. But to produce soybeans requires absolutely ridiculous input. Well, I mean... Okay, so we're probably going to be switching over to soybean and corn then. Why not 3 fields and have 1 each? Why, though? Because each field would then have a massive fertilization penalty, because if you only grow a monocrop, it kills the fertility in the soil. You need to rotate the crops to keep it going. 58, 58. So no, they produce the same. We do produce more vegetables. So I don't know. We might find that corn produces less than wheat or potatoes in a 60. Probably what it is that it uses more fertility, would be my guess. But I am going to say that I would like to have storages for the 2 principal crops that I use. And I suspect that it is going to be a case that I use 2 crops rather than multiples. More than that, rather. Now, how big does the U-shaped sorter need to be? Oh, that is not the button I wanted to press. Do something like that. And then we want a loose storage. That will work. Yeah, that would work quite well. Oh my lord, would I be able to do that? No, let's not do that. So, Tonk. This would be for... Okay, products filtered. Now, the question is, I'm assuming the filter will spin her off to the side. I'm assuming that that's the way that this works. So the first one would be, in this case, wheat. Oh. Oh, wow. You can add more. I like that. I really like that. And this one would be potatoes. Realistically speaking, it's whatever. And then I could have like a final thing to collect any excess if I really wanted to. Unlikely that we're going to see any. Like, realistically, if I'm only growing 2 crops, it can only be... This is the only place you need a filter. But just in case I'm dumb. And I put something in there that I shouldn't. It's our default switch statement, if you like. One is 53 in 3 months, and the other is 58 in 6 months. Oh, 58 in 3 months, one is 58 in 6 months, I think. Or are the cycles always the same? Let me just double check that. 3, 6. Oh, that might be the case, yeah. 6 months. Oh, yes. Yes, it is very much the case. Very much the case, yes. Well, given that wheat is less capable than potatoes, this is so it takes 6 months to produce the same amount as potatoes, whereas potatoes are similar weight, so I'd be able to produce so much more with just potatoes and green manure then. That's how I'm reading this. Are you getting the same from that, chat? Though it's interesting that it's saying the average production is still 6.4 every 60 seconds. That doesn't make any sense. How can it have still the same average production? Wait, okay, yeah, I see what's happening there. Never mind. Yeah, it's basically summing up the production across. Yeah, no, that is actually a correct number there. Okay. You didn't know you needed to be a mathematician to grow crops? Welcome to real life. You need to be a mathematician to pretty much function in our society at all. Anyone who doesn't have a solid grasp of at least basic maths is gonna find life hard. Not impossible, but they will find that it's like I've literally watched someone trying to lay decking in an irregular geometry in a backyard and brute forcing it when it would have taken them 5 minutes. No wasted cuts of wood. If they just sat down with a pencil, a piece of paper, or if they needed a calculator, 5 minutes, and they would have known what they needed to do. Few measurements, pencil, paper, boom, there you go. No wasted time, no wasted wood. If you want, like, I feel that anyone who doesn't have a strong grasp of basics, and when I say a strong grasp of the basics, I mean, you know, super confident with the basics, will probably find that they're gonna have to work twice or more as hard as someone who does in just life in general. Maths is a shortcut. Having a good understanding of it just allows you to do things so much faster and so much smarter. But yeah, there's loads of maths involved in farming. Loads of maths involved in everything, realistically. But yeah, okay, so what we're going to do then, I guess, we're going to be going for... Well, we don't need that much. Do we want it, though, anyway? Because it would be fun? Probably. But we don't need that much. So we're just going to have one big old area to store the taters. Tucked in there, I could. I'd rather it be down a little bit, though. Pop that in there. Pop this right in there. I mean, it'll all work. So why not, I guess. Right, let's shut this down. But yeah, I strongly believe that a solid understanding of maths is it's like a cheat code. Oh, my joke is backfiring. I'm smart. I knew those things, I swear. I love the response, actually. Revenge. You need a smiley to communicate sarcasm over the internet. The funniest part about that is that it was not really a part of my Unicores that I thought was particularly important, if I'm honest. But one thing it did communicate quite emphatically to me is the communication of the internet is a very, very... Actually, you know what? Why am I building that there? I could just build it here and line it all up and it would look lovely. Okay, let's do that. But communication of the internet is almost an eldritch art. Is a tricky thing. Look, we're just going to have to skip a whole cycle, I'm afraid. There we go. It is incredibly important to use emotes to communicate well on the internet. Which is why I always kind of laugh at people like, oh my god, you wrote this letter wrong. It's like, how else am I meant to communicate? Like, the vast majority of how I'm programmed to communicate. I care much more about how you look and how you sound when you say something than what you actually said. Strip away the body language and the tone, and I am drowning. I've got no life jacket. I have no idea how to interpret what you're trying to tell me. You need that so much. There we go. And I would like you very much to go around about here. Dunk. Oh, I can't do that. Actually, let's bring this out a little bit first, and then back and down and around. Given that, let's have this one go up and over. That's the easiest way to tell someone who didn't grow up with the internet. If they are, what's the term I saw someone use once before? A guardian of language, a custodian of language, or something like that. What, really? A, it changes all the time, and by design at that. B, what the hell? Right, let's get that going. It's just a ridiculous term. We've got some wheat, so I'll allow that through for now. Just get the last of it out. But then it's going to be taters from that point on. Basically, they're just harvesting what was left. They managed to get more or less the whole way through. Oh, if I'm redesigning anyway... Oh, that's such a good point. I should have redesigned it with a stockpile of feed in mind. Crap. Fair point. Okay, let's just allow this to go through. Feed the chickens what we can. But yeah, no, that's a solid suggestion. Completely forgot that I'd meant to do that. Thank you very much for reminding me, chat. You can go now. This will be for animal feed. And honestly, keep full. May as well. You can bring it down here if you can. Potatoes. Either export. Well, I guess import. Sure. Keep full. Well, actually, no. No, I'm going to say probably not on that one. I've been rather frivolous with all these redesigns, and I do apologise for that. Surprised the internet has come up with some with more words for trolling. Sorry, I'm surprised the internet. Do you mean hasn't come up? Because reading that sentence, I'm not actually sure how to interpret it. Yeah, skip the knot. There we go. That's fine then. Alright, making our way down, doing a good job over here. Right. Now, we've got coal all the way down here. I could take coal all the way along and deliver it to the copper refinery. That's one of the most distant coal line requirements that we have. Why is it not allowing me to do this properly? There's probably some response to where I had the camera, I imagine. Now, this coal line may need to be removed later, but for now it should be okay. I'm going to need to put this here because there are excavators that have to make their way down this far. However, those same excavators can just go another way. Well, actually, no. We will deliver it directly and then have another bridge over here. Well, that said, I could just have the connection down here, I suppose, but since that would save me on one bridge, does it really matter, though? I'll pop that down there. I'll have all of these short. That's fine. Right, let's get that all done. Go. There we are. Right, now this is producing 11.6. So yeah, I think we were producing, what was it, 6 point something before? So it's just a little bit shy because it's obviously not, you know, maximum percent of fertility, but still, not bad. Not bad at all. I don't actually mind taking it all the way up to 120. Let's get plenty of feed for our chickens. There we go. And a third farm will just add more and more to this. Wow, that drink is strong though. Oh. Not unpleasantly, but oof. Right, no more imports. This is now being handled separately. Given that this run is now taking quite a lot of materials, I kind of feel like I need to upgrade it. Potentially. Upgrade that one. Deliver. Upgrade this one. That's a lot, but quick deliver. Is it a possibly expensive run? Oof. Yeah, it takes a lot of power too, but I want to make sure that a lot of material gets down. By upgrading this, I'm kind of ensuring that it gets a lion's share. This one is getting a decent amount. It's costing a little bit of power there, but that takes 37. That takes currently 27, and we'll see how much more it takes as the tier 2. Are you driving? What? You see, this is why the chunky trucks ate the blue ones. The blue ones would never have had the courage to drive over a conveyor. They don't have the strength of character to do what must be done to get their cargo to where it needs to be. There we go. Marvelous. Alright. Sorted. Plenty of taters coming through. Pipes 3. Hooray! Work on Aavak first, and then on corn, and then we're going to switch over to soybeans as well. Yeah, nice. Right, so pipes 3. Let's have a look at if those actually do work the way I was under the impression of it. So pipes 1, 60 every so 1 every second. Pipes 2 is 200 every 60 seconds. Yeah, it's not quite as much as you implied. You said 3 times as much. Is 3 times increased compared to the previous tier. Chat, remind me again what 3 times 200 is? Three times 200 is math. That's true. That is very correct, Troll Sam. Three times 200 is more than I mean, technically correct. Agglepom, technically correct, and as we all know from Futurama, technically correct is the best form of correct. So I will let it stand. All right. Well, the next thing we can do then is start to add in more water over on this side. I do that though, I'm going to need a second boiler. Which is less great. Not producing enough fuel gas for that. On that note, I wanted to do this anyway, didn't I? Okay, so the plan, such that it is, I want you to come out here all the way down. There. And it's a better route. Let's make that happen. Now, currently, I'm prioritizing that in, but now I need to prioritize this in. I'm going to delete this pipe. This is one of the other tasks that I set out at the very beginning of the stream, is to add in an additional boiler over here. We are going to flip this one though. So this can go out on the side. This just needs to come over there, up and down. There we go. Perfect. Once again, I want exactly the same set up here. Hydrogen first, heavy oil next, fuel gas last. There we are. They should be able to produce all of the steam that this system needs, despite the fact that it does drink a lot of steam. Let's get out there, explore a little bit more, I think. Can't reach these locations, they're a little bit too far, but we can explore these ones. Problem is, we may come back with pops, which is not as great. I think it's actually time for us to begin researching twice as fast. I know, I too am also surprised. Will you please stop going around that way? I think there's a way for I can stop you from doing that. No more silly buggers, you. This is not for trucks to use as a shortcut. Please and thank you. Goodness. I could have just put a space there, but I think it'll look better as a longer barrier rather than like a 2-tile barrier or whatever this is. I think it's just a 2-tile barrier. Oh, actually, it might have been a little bit longer than that. Oh, 3-tile barrier, sorry. There we go. Right, we are getting there, though. Little by little. Okay, we've already taken out one cannon. Nice. Right, 19 pops. Okay. It's not terrible. Let's head home. We're almost at the point where we can start resurfacing this area now as well, which is actually really, really nice. Have we... Oh, we're not. Oh, damn. Okay. Womp. Afraid you two must be gone and scrapped. Rip in pieces. Also, you have served us well. Your reward? A painless death. Not torn up by the excavation buckets of the mighty... what kind of excavators are these? They're just called excavators. Versus small excavator. We'll just go with the I'm trying to think of a comparison of like excavator toys. You've got the Lego ones, then you've got the Technic ones. Yes, we'll go with the Technic excavators. You shall instead be laid to rest carefully, lovingly, by those who built you. Each panel removed with the utmost of care. Each bolt gently removed. There'll be some lovely, lovely music going on in the background. It's going to be beautiful. All right, there are some mining designations outside. Oh, that's probably over here. Whoop. Groundwater resource is low. Probably, yes. That's fine though for now. That one's gone. Can has no designations to be mined. Nice. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Okay, time for us to flatten this bloody area, because it has been all over the place for far too long. Also, this area, for the same reason. Karen. Edit area. Am I going to be able to fit all of that in? Yes. Nice. Low food supply, though. That's worrisome, actually. Yeah, I'm going to turn food saver back on then, I guess. We'll see whether corn is going to give us a lot more food or not. We'll have a look. But this is going to give us water saver 2, plenty of food 2. We don't want that. Farming boost 3 and maintenance reduce it. Ooh, farming boost. Farming boost, farming boost, farming boost, farming boost. Ah, increase yield by 10%, but water demands by 10% as well. I could run both of these to increase the yield by 10% without increasing the water demand. But no, I think we're going okay. How are we doing down here? We're not really stockpiling the fuel as fast as I would like, but we have got a much smaller fleet than we ever had before. What do you mean? What? Wait. You're saying it's idle, but you're saying there's none of them. What are you trying to tell me, game? What secrets are you attempting to impart? I don't understand. I wish I did. How can there be none there, but there's one idle? I don't understand. How's the island? Island's going well. We came close. We, like, you know, no... Let's not play it down. We came close to losing. We were crazy close to losing. But honestly, this is part of the stuff that I enjoy showcasing in these games. I enjoy showing, because there's a lot of people who get really disheartened if they hit adversity in these sorts of games. I enjoy showing that you can absolutely be on the brink of defeat and still recover. In many cases, it's just a matter of just being a little bit calm about the situation that you're in. But I really, really enjoy showing that, yeah, you can totally make this work. Tonka Baco. Tonka Baco? What? Oh, the toys. I don't think I ever had any Tonka toys. I'm not sure. Aavak, it is my ghost that you murdered. Did I? Did I just send you on? Hello, Bandy Boy and girls. And flashbacks too. Gee, hello. On that note, do we have a Belial truck? I may have... There we are. Belial the second. Probably. Road train. Road train the second. You know what? Actually, we're going to name our cargo ships after people rather than trucks. Truck. There you go. There we are. I think Belial was one of the smaller blue trucks at some point. I didn't just kill you again. That's a lie. He's like, you just killed me again! Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You let the stream catch up, you scallywag. Belial the best. What should we name the ship? People throw... You know what, Butter's right, sure. That cost you a cool 25k. Okay, we're gonna go with the Welsh way of naming things. You know, if you were a conductor, like if you were like a train engine operator, I guess an engineer, you might have a name like whatever your name is, like whatever your first name was. Like let's say Jones, but your surname would be like it wouldn't be a family name. Like we had patronymics for that. You know, it's like, it would be like, Jones, son of Jones, or whatever. But you'd be known in the community as your job. So it'd be Jones the Steam. What is this ship? Butcher's Ray the what? Butcher's Ray the Float. There you go. Butcher's Ray the Float. There you go. That's your job. You float. Well, I'll the best. That seems fair. Road train. I mean, crude oil is kind of slimy, but let's not go with that. Road train the... Road train the crude. We'll go with that. Oh, revenge there's that. Road train the crude. Yeah, there you go. There we are. Perfect. Everything is as it should be. All right, we've got nowhere for dump products. Marvelous. I now need you. I believe Dave is up there, so it's Yuri who's dealing with that one. Yuri? It's his time, Yuri. Okay. Womp. There we go. Probably going to need to demolish part of that as well. But other than that, though, we can now continue on with our expansion into the dock area, I think. And yes, I am covering all of this sand with not sand. I don't care. There we are. We just need somewhere that we can continue building out. That'll do. Oh, wow. And finally, some work to do. Am I high, or do I not recognize the map? Okay, so this is the crater map. It's a supporter map. So if you don't have the supporter package, then you won't have access to this map. And before the question is asked, because it almost always is the second question after, have I not got the right version? Yes, you can dig a trench, and yes, you can flood the entire thing with water. Unrecommended, however, because there's no way to unflood it. Hey, Walfo, how you doing, buddy? Edicts 2 finished. Nice. Dismiss. But what we really need right now is more unity. Health-wise is good. Food. Potatoes, eggs, vegetables. We need the meats and we need the breads to get us more of the unities. Hey, Prisnov. Okay, well, I'm going to wait for them to finish out this farm. Once we've got a third farm there, I think we may actually... Oh, maybe it would be better to wait for a fourth, but... I'm strongly considering getting another chicken coop for extra meat. I'm now starting to see the value, though. And maybe keeping the meat trimmings. For them delicious, delicious sausages. Maybe. Flour, salt, sausages. I can only imagine that will make people very happy. I went to the oubliette twice today. I think I've met my quota, says Road Train, not realizing that there is no quota for the oubliette for Road Train. There might be one for anyone else, but Road Train, no. No.